Hi snare drummers, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to use our Alfred books and we're reviewing solo number 8 today. This solo is in 4/4 time and it's marked at a tempo of 104 beats per minute. I've got my metronome set just a tiny bit slower today to 90 beats per minute because as we review this solo, I want to make sure that our tempo is slow enough that we can have some more accuracy. Once you've mastered the solo, go ahead and speed the tempo up to 104. So let's get started. We're going to play the first line as our introduction. We're going to play through it twice. We'll stop and then we'll restart as we get started. Here we go. Solo number 8, 4/4 time, first line. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 E, a 2 E, a 3 E and 4. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3. Let's do that again. 1, 2, ready and a go. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 E, a 2 E, a 3 E and 4. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3. Next, we'll do the next 2 lines. I've picked them because it's a repeated section. However, we're only playing it one time right now. You can do the repeat when you practice it on your own. Lines 2 and 3. 1 and a 2 and ready, go. 1 and a 2 and E, a 4 and 1 and a 2 and E, a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and E, a 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and E, a 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and 4. So repeat that section as you practice. Next, we're going to play the next 3 lines. If you notice, lines 4, 5, and 6 end up coming to a first ending, and that's where we'll start for now. Okay, so we're doing lines 4, 5, and 6. Watch out in line number 5 for the left-right combination, and that is the drum and the rim. So we've got left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, watch out for that in line number 5. So we're starting in line number 4. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and a 2 and 1 and a 2 and 1 E, a 2 E, a 1 E and 4. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4. 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4. 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4. 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now from here, it's not really clear where we go back to. So we'll go back to line 4 and we'll play and take the second ending instead. Okay, so let's go back to line 4 where we just started a moment ago. But this time we'll play the second ending. Line 4, 1 E and a 2 and ready, set, go. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 E, a 2 E, a 3 E and 4. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4. 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4. 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4. 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4, 1 E and 2 and 3 E and a 4, and 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4, and 1 E, a 2 E, a 3 E and 4, 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4, and 1 E and a 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 1 E, 2 E, 3 E, 4 E, E and 4, 1 E, 2 E, 3 E, 4 E, E and 3 E and a 4, 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 and 1 E and 2 and 3. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 E, a 2 E, a 3 E and 4. 1 E and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and 1 E and a 2 and 3, 4. So lots to practice in the last half of that solo once we hit the ending number 2. Again, I'm not sure exactly where the repeat goes back to for the first ending. I think it might be line 4 and they may have forgotten it. Either way, now it's your turn to practice through solo 8. Use a metronome, and I had it set at 90. Once you've mastered that tempo, try speeding it up to where you get it to 104. So until I see you next time, keep drumming.